What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shawty. As always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing. OG Gangsta Wicked, the Ghetto Mafia, aka Big Galaxy, man. How you doing over there, boss?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I gotta shout out my boy, you know what I'm saying, Jizzle from the Franchise Boys. When you see he got me laced up.
Okay, what up, though, Jizzle?
And since, you know, the Hatmaster shirt behind.
Yeah, I see you coordinating.
And I gotta ask him, because everybody called me Galaxy Wick, but you. He got a little alien on there, a little galaxy, thing.
I mean, it's kind of like a splitting image of you, too. It looked just like you.
See, that's what I'm saying right there.
So you done put your face on it?
See what I'm saying?
No, that's perfect for Galaxy.
I'm a grown man. So I got kids your age. I ain't finna even play with you.
You ain't even playing today.
I got kids your age, man.
Hey, man, but on a serious and heartfelt note, man, we got to send our thoughts and prayers and condolences to DopeBoy Raw's family right now. You know, yesterday he was found deceased outside of Chicago. And, you know, down here in Atlanta, a lot of people been going through a lot with him, man, because, I mean, he was very talented. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite artists to come out of the city in years. And, I mean, what are your thoughts on it, Wick?
I thought about it last night because, like I said, you know, he we both from the same hood. We both East Side, Decatur.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Big Mill and Mud, you know what I'm saying? All us back in the day, you know, he was a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
He was a legit, but I got, you know, cousins and nieces and nephews and stuff that was right around his age, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he like you said, bruh, I would say, I don't know really what happened, but I would say that if the people behind him on the record labels that he was messing with had really just, you know, gave him that push, I feel like he could have probably been the greatest, one of the greatest to come out of Atlanta. Like we talking Luda and Jeezys and Tips and that level of Future.
Yeah,
I feel like that was the limit for him because of his talent. I mean, I don't think that Raw took a back seat to nobody. If you have listened to his music, you feel the same way I feel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Slum Life. If you haven't listened to his music, I guarantee you by the time you go through some songs, you're going to feel the same way I felt that he could have been the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, one of the greatest is what I mean in that tier. So that's what's sad, because I always tell you that once we lose these young guys, whether it's to prison, whether it's the overdose, whether it's the murder, whether it's the robbery, whether it's the anything, like whether they just get natural causes. That's exactly what I'm going to say. But when we lose them, it affects us all. A lot of people think that, you know, once you lose somebody like that, well, they weren't no kin to me, or I ain't even know him, this or that. But this is what I tell people. If you would have let that particular, you know, if Tupac, if the Bigs, if they had made it to 50, think about what they gave you at 19 and 20 and 21, 22, 23. What would they have given you at 50 years old?
Yeah.
What would Ra have given us at, you know, 40 and 50 once he done matured and he got Lil Ra's his age now and doing the same thing he doing? What type of game could he have given back to a lot of the youth that are going to probably be doing the same thing that, you know, things that we all did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel lucky because I feel like I made it, because I don't look down on no. You know, okay, for example, when I look at the news, this is how I view it differently than the average person views it. Mm-hmm. They say, you know, okay, hypothetically, you know, two teens, you know, came up in the Quick Trip or whatever and robbed the place and wind up having a shootout in there with some people, right? Mm-hmm. So the average person look at it, they cringe. You understand what I'm saying? This is how I look at it. Yeah, the crime is wrong. But I always said this right here. Once you 17, you're 18 years old, you out on the street, a lot of us black males especially, we are immature and we're in between our parents taking care of us and being mature.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And even if we go get a roof over our head, what we're gonna do? We're gonna have 2 or 3 of our partners around the same age living in there. So it's all immaturity in the house. Really, you're gonna go from your parents' house at 18 and then go stay with an OG like B-High. Because B-High, he got too much stuff going on.
Exactly.
So you're gonna really kind of group up with your age group and the same type of mindset.
Yeah.
And so what I look at is that, okay, you got these young black men out here, they don't really have the OGs, because we're dealing with our own thing to really lead them anymore. And so they go and they do these stupid things, and you pray that, man, if that person had a mentor and they had to be able to receive help, but if they had a help system that we can get mental illness, any of that type of stuff that we can get them through and get them to 50 years old, how much will we have benefited from it? That's what kills me.
Yeah.
What we have missed out on, all the game we would have got from him, all the turkey drives he would have came back and gave, the school appearances, if you know what I'm saying, because you can grow to that. He might not have been that right now, but I knew his heart. I knew him when I hollered at him. He was always respectful. He was the type of young guy that would say, yes sir, no sir. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling today, OG? That's how he would talk to me.
Exactly.
Now, what he was doing with kids his age or younger, I don't know that because I'm not in that circle. I went at the clubs that he was at, or in the spots that he was at. I'm talking about when it came to business. I can tell if a person is respectful or not. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's kind of upsetting about it. And it's not just him, it's a lot of the young ones that we don't lost that could have and would have helped us had they got past that deadly, I call it that deadly age, that 18 years old to 30. Yeah. That's that, because along with the system and the immature thinking, as a black man, you're at a high risk of dying between 18 and 30 years old.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to raw, man, I mean, you had folks like Nitty that brought him into the game to give him the platform for everybody to know him. I know he got with Hustle Game with T.I. Mm-hmm. That was a damn good look for his career as well, man. And I mean, after that, I just really thought that it was going to be over and he could just really blast off and go, and just fulfill his goals and dreams and stuff like that. For me, it just hurts. Because, you see folks that got goals and dreams and you see how talented they are and how hard they're working towards their goals. You get in the trenches with them, man, and, you push them and you promote them. But the world get a hold of folks. Mm-hmm. And it's undefeated as well. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to, navigate these streets and stuff like that and just stay sane out here, man. They say that he was dealing with a lot of different, mental issues and stuff like that. So, that brings into question just the mental health of black men in general. How the hell are we handling ourselves out here in these streets when our minds are just going through so much at the same time too, man? So it's like only through faith and prayer can you really overcome that. And then in the same time, sometimes folks just got to flat out go to the hospital.
Right.
And let them give them some medicine and a therapist or somebody just to talk them down and make sure that they stay in the right frame of mind at all times, man. So, with Ra, I mean, his music, it was crazy, man. I mean, he was one of my favorite personal artists to listen to. I had talked to him a while back because one of our old interviews, we had a clip that went viral. I think it might have hit for like some millions of views on Instagram or TikTok. And we were on the phone talking about it, dying laughing, because we were like, nigga, that interview old as hell. It's like, nigga, it's time to do another one. We about to run it back and let's go ahead and, drop some more game. Because one thing about Raw, similar to yourself and our other podcast partners, is that he dropped a lot of jewels when he got behind that mic. Not just on the music side, but on the podcasting side. Absolutely. I mean, he would come in and really have a word for the people and knowledge that folks could kind of grow on and, cling to, man. So, I mean, with that being said, on the other side, I just hate that voice is not going to be in the community to help move the culture forward at the same time, because I definitely believe that he was one of those people that really could have pushed the issue for Atlanta hip-hop and just black culture all together, man. So, with him passing, for me, it was just sad. It was just another sad situation to where it's like, dog, man, we losing too many people.
Yeah.
But then it's a part of life in the same breath, too. We can't all live forever.
Absolutely. And, I think that one thing I am happy about, I do want to shout out, Tip, because they made some.
They went crazy.
Oh, absolutely, and
for the money,
and Tip, he heard it. He brought it to it. He brought it. He
showed up. He showed up in there.
I got to show love for, what I'm saying. I wish I could have heard more from both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of knowing Tip and, what I'm saying, PSC, that everybody getting back together and stuff, that wouldn't be far fetched. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely it's devastating, and it's devastating for a lot of the artists we lost. I'm still, I can't get over the Mo3. I mean, like, bruh, I would look at this guy here, man. Just, I never made a comment on his Instagram post. I never say, hey, this week on why. But I would every day. He's one of the artists that I would wake up to and just watching and get back, with something he's singing, something that was, street but still just soulful, and I'm sure, I don't know how he was living. Like I said, all these guys are younger than me, so they run around your age. I gotta give you a shout out too, because you so scary that you ain't never really just been out there, you know what I'm saying? I know anything gonna happen to you. You good to go. We got you good. You been Bible study.
But no,
you
man,
be
like
at the house.
Folks, for me, I learned young, man. On that west side, you grow up fast. By the time you 18, you done seen partners die. You done seen folks go into jail for long times and all of this extra stuff. You say, you know what? I got a decision to make.
Right.
Either I'm going to die or I'm going to live.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I ain't want to play with my life. I had a baby too.
And that's true. But what really saved you was the tap dancing.
Oh, hell no.
I know what I'm saying. Like, that really, if we look at what that did for you.
I don't tap dance for no damn body, okay? Y'all better remember that.
But back to, man, back to the being serious. It's painful. It hurts. The whole city hurting too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we just got
this one is a deep wound because
absolutely.
I mean, Raw was one of them. If you knew him, you knew him.
If you knew him, you knew him.
If you knew him, you knew him.
I still remember. I still got he had hit my DM, and I was supposed to be doing a song with him. I wound up doing it with Joe Green. Supposed to be me, him, and Joe Green from Scottsdale, and he had hit me, and he was like. Yeah, OG, you know what I'm saying, man, we East Side, we got to stick together. And I was like, yeah. He was like, man, so if you need anything from me, you know what I'm saying, don't hesitate to call me and blah, blah, blah. And I wind up doing the song with Joe and somebody else, Nino. I put Nino on there, me, Nino, and Joe. And now, man, I sure wish I had done that song with him just to hear him on the record with me. And matter of fact, I'm fixing to go and start doing some verses with all my favorite artists, all the young ones. I'm open right now. Let's get it done because you never know. Because I could be gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, I think that this one right here. All the Gangsta Booze, all those, the Dolphs, everything was just, that was just hurt, pure hurt. I wasn't even thinking about nothing else like my own mortality. This, that. I'm just thinking like, you know what I'm saying, Nipsey, how a lot of this stuff transpired. You know what I'm saying? But with this one here, I had to reflect. Like I said, I was thinking about the whole situation last night, what I was going to say when I got here. And one thing I can take away from this one right here, because I take a little bit away from every single person that passes that has influenced my life, whether it's but through music, comedy, through acting, you know what I'm saying. And when they do pass, I try to take something away from them. Believe it or not, when Michael Jackson passed, what I took away from that is that I don't want to be too famous.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took that away. I said, you know what? We out here chasing this, the fame and this one right here. And it makes some people, and get them into depression. Yeah. And, and so maybe, but my creator didn't give me that because I couldn't handle it.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And while I was mad at him, I should have been thanking him.
Come on now.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's the word.
Right. And so, you know what I'm saying, with Rod, my takeaway is that, since I didn't get that song done, that I need to get, songs done with some of my favorite artists. If you're there, reach out to me. And the ones that are coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reach out to OG. I'm going to send it back in a day or 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, That day. I'm going to send it back.
So you one of them folks.
No, I'm sending it back that day.
You ain't going to send that back, man.
I'm going to send it back that day.
Y'all heard the man, but